On this episode of Meet the Sponsors, we meet up with David Jones, the co-owner and CEO of Gopher Industrial.
I'm one of the co-owners here at Gopher Industrial, CEO, and Gopher Industrial, a lot of people say, what's the Gopher? And Gopher focuses on 4 primary products: industrial hose, welding supplies, safety, which is your PPE, and all that other stuff, which we call integration. We're going on almost 20 years here. Started right here in Southeast Texas, home offices in Orange, Texas. Started as a web-based company, and we've actually shipped to all 50 states and service all 50 states to this day, in probably about a dozen countries. So I like to say we're international. Mainly focus on a lot of oil and gas markets primarily, but we do everything from education to Bob the agriculture farmer out in Wyoming, all the way to Space Force. We've actually shipped something there even recently. So we service a lot of broad markets. This is Gopher Industrial. This is our showroom here on Highway 62 in Orange. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff, but main focus is welding, hose products, safety, and all those other products you need to get a construction job or an industrial project done. This is our hose shop. One of the things we do here is we're a HSC, NAHAD hose shop, and we do custom assemblies on industrial hose, from tank truck, chemical hose, air hose, just about any kind of hose product you can find in an industrial setting or a petrochemical refinery. This is what we call our distribution center, or better known as the DC, or the hot box in the summertime, because this thing can get hot. But actually, we use our distribution center. Everyone in here is either military or going to college or a recent college graduate. And I call it, this is my bench. It's where we onboard people and train them so that we can promote them and move them up. So what's one thing that's really cool about owning your own business, when you start having an employee base and stuff, is being able to mentor and develop and invest in other people to help them grow and you know, realize their full potential, just like we have.
Not only is David a savvy businessman, he also is an accomplished runner. We asked him a few questions about running.
So in 2011, I was in a pretty bad accident. Actually, internally amputated severed my right hand, crushed it in like 30 areas, required 8 reconstructive surgeries. Actually still have a couple more to do. And through that, I actually met Robin Bissicana, who's with the Project Athena Foundation, at a conference, who had challenged me to run a marathon as my comeback goal. And if you think about over 2 or 3 years of surgeries, you put on weight, you don't feel good. I couldn't even run a mile. And I basically took her up on a challenge and signed up for a marathon and started training, and I couldn't run a mile. And I just worked on, you know, slowly doing it. I remember running one time with someone, I was gonna run 5 miles for my first time in years. And they told me they run a 9-minute pace, and I was like, there's no way I can do that. And I said, oh yeah, you'll get it together. So eventually, you know, I'm getting down to running 6-minute miles. And through that, we ended up doing the Grand Canyon over and back. And I had a coach, Vanessa Spiller, that knew that I was running the Houston Marathon, who asked me, she said, hey, I don't know if you realize this or not, but you're a pretty strong runner. I'd like to coach you through your training process, because I think you can qualify for Boston. So I ended up yielding to her advice. She coached me, and I did everything to the T, from hydration, the diet. I mean, I was a zealot, and ended up going to Houston and qualifying in, I think, 15 or 16 in 2016, and I ran Boston in 2017 along with Ike Adams, and that's where we took, actually, from the incident of the wreck, and raised awareness and funds for the Cure Starts Now Foundation, and gave several $1,000s to that organization. And well, I hear a lot of people, you know, talk about, man, I want to sign up for a 5K, but I don't want to be out there and just get blown away. And I'm like, look, if you want it to get back on your feet, and you want to kind of the best thing to do is to find a 5K and sign up, because then you have something to work towards a goal. And you go out and do it, and find someone to do it with you, and you'll go out there and you'll find, like, there's the really fast people in the front that are done way fast, and there's people that are in the middle, and there's people that are walking. There's a large group of them, and they're all there working together for a common cause. And usually, like for Shannon's run, it's actually it's the group that's come together to do something for the benefit of helping somebody else. And we can all do that, no matter what pace we're doing.
We really appreciate you, David and Gopher Industrial, for sponsoring Shannon's Run 5K, 10K. Make sure to sign up for the race May 14th in Orange, Texas. Shannon's Run 5K. See you guys at the race.